Hey guys, today we're taking a look at my Dragunity deck. Now, I was really hesitant to make this for a really long time after Dragon Ravine got banned, and I'll kind of go over that. I kind of thought the deck type was dead, but when I took a look back at, what it can do, I don't think it's dead necessarily. I think it's just not, as strong anymore. I still think it has access to a lot of really fun stuff, and it does have some really crazy plays that it can do. It just has to, spend more time getting prepared and getting things set up, and it's not as quick as it used to be, but I still think it has a lot of interesting power. Dragunities are really all about using these dragon monsters that equip to special summon, to set up plays, to synchro summon, to create a really crazy field situation based on their various effects. They have a lot of really interesting stuff, and I'm going to get into the cards and kind of talk about what I'm trying to do with this deck type. So first off, we're going to be running one Zephyros. Just an interesting card in this deck, allowing you to make additional plays that we can get off of some of our normal summons, some of our returning. We have a lot of face-up cards like with the equips and other stuff. So this card just comes into play really nicely in how the deck works. We're going to be running two Aklys, not as important, but it does allow us to make some easy plays. We can allow it to give us some destruction, so I do like this. Two Mystletainn, you can definitely run this at 3, can be a very powerful card for this deck type, allowing you to do easy rank 6s, easy special summons, sets up your synchros really well, just a really nice card for this deck type. And then we're running two Darkspear, as a level 3 tuner, gives us access to other plays like Star Eater, allows us to special summon other things, so we can do other plays there, so a nice card there. Duck's kind of the key card to the deck, because it sets up our plays very, very quickly for us, so very nice card there. And then Legionnaire, not as important. You could definitely run this at less if you want to. But again, helps us do some more normal summon plays. And we can do additional stuff to set up more destruction, which is nice. 3 Phalanx, again a very important card for this deck, allowing itself to special summon so we can make our synchro plays again. You can see the continual plays happening here between the easy special summons, easy synchro plays. You can just continuously get things out and continue swarming the field. We're also running two Garuda in this deck, helping us with consistency. We end up having a lot in the graveyard, so Garuda gets summoned out very easily, so we can additionally make more XYZs, more synchro plays there. Just adds a lot to the deck type, very nice. And then for more consistency, we have one Red Eyes, one Tempest. Tempest allowing us to search out things, sending things to the graveyard, which is really nice. And Red Eyes, just a very nice card, allowing us to get out those dragons and set up our plays for us. And now for the spells, we're going to be running 3 Cards of Consonance in this deck. Definitely nice. This helps with the consistency, kind of makes up for Dragon Ravine, helping us really make the deck a little faster, sending whatever we need to the graveyard. Keeping it at 3 really makes this deck fast. Additionally, with Dragon's Shrine, we're going to be sending things to the graveyard. So we have 5 cards that really set up what we need to do very quickly, which I think really makes up for the fact that we don't have Dragon's Shrine anymore. 2 Forbidden Lands. We are definitely focusing on high-level monsters, high synchro monsters that we really want to protect, so Forbidden Lands, helpful for that. Mind Control, we have various levels of tuners and various synchros, so I do think that Mind Control is a very nice card for this deck type. 2 MST, 1 Raigeki, 1 Soul Charge. We're going to have a lot in the graveyard, and we can make additional plays off that, so I find that Soul Charge can be nice for us. For the back row, pretty typical stuff. 2-dimensional prison, 2 Fiendish Chain, nothing very special there. For the extra deck, we're going to have a lot of interesting variety. It was really hard to build this extra deck because I had like 20 cards I wanted to use that I'll talk about in the side deck. So I just chose what I think will be most effective. Catastor with some of our levels, Black Rose. With our 8s, Crimson Blader and Scrap Dragon. We obviously have some of the Dragunity Knight Synchros, which hopefully I can pronounce. Gae Dearg is just used for some consistency to get what you want. And Vajrayana is just helpful to make certain plays and do some big damage. It kind of lets you do a lot of really interesting things. So it just, helps you a lot. Goyo Guardian also in the alternative level 6. Level 6 obviously the most common one we'll get out, so nice to have Goyo. And 1 Star Eater, as I was saying before, we can make that with some of the plays that we do have access to. For the XYZs, 1 Gaia Dragon, mostly to use with Hieratic Dragon in order to, get out what we need to make plays for us. So sets up, OTKs and big plays really easily for us. For the rank 4s, obviously we can make that pretty easily with Ducks and the fact that we can easily, get out Garuda, so we can just make plays very easily there. 1 Zephyros obviously could be a nice one. Chidori, again a very effective one. 1 Silent Honor, and 1 Queen Dragon Djinn. If we get a nice field situation along with Queen Dragon Djinn, it'll be a very annoying thing for our opponent to deal with. So now for the side deck, if you haven't seen a video of mine before, in the side deck I kind of just talk about other recommended cards, other ideas, other interesting things for the deck that could be useful, maybe I've seen from other people, but just some ideas I'm throwing out there, not really a side deck for matches. You can add in Cardcar D to help the deck, get some speed and consistency. It's up to you. So I do think Dragon Ravine will come back at some point, maybe at 1. So obviously when it does, we should use it. There is currently an OCG card, Dragunity Spear. This card looks very, very effective for Dragunity, so looks like it'll be very nice for what they're trying to do. Foolish Burial, it just doesn't really matter that you can run that instead of Dragon Shrine if you want. Gold Sark, again, to search out what you need, not really necessary, but it can be nice. Instant Fusion, you can make other plays with this deck with that. Cool Pen, again, with our wind monsters, obviously an effective card. You can definitely add an Upstart to make the deck a little bit faster and take out some of the stuff we have. Call the Haunted, you could see why that would be powerful in a deck like this. Icarus Attack can be powerful, but we run too many dragons, I think, to really make use of this. Trap Stun, again, if you're going for OTKs and big plays, obviously Trap Stun is a good card for that. And again, there's a lot of Synchros and XYZs I just couldn't fit in the deck. Stardust Dragon, another really effective one, especially when you're going for those OTK plays. Exciton, another very effective one. Leviar, with our lot of level 3s, we can easily make Leviar, so that would be nice. Photon Strike Bouncer, Petalemi, other rank 6s, just we don't have room, but I would really like to run them if I did have room for them. So that's my Dragunity deck. I really haven't built them for a very long time, so I'm kind of coming back to it, seeing what I could do with them. Hopefully you can see, my build kind of experimenting with some other stuff that I think would be effective for this deck, but I'm still getting used to kind of the new version without Dragon Shrine. Hopefully you guys will give me some suggestions and talk about, what cards you use. Maybe there's some things I didn't think about that could be useful with a new build of this. I've been looking around, trying to see what people are doing, and I do like what I'm trying to do here, but I'm sure there's some other stuff that I haven't seen that could be really useful. But yeah, that's my Dragunity deck. Having a lot of fun with it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.